Ladies and gentlemen, today is the day everything changes. Not because the world outside is different, but because something inside you is about to shift. Too often we wait for the perfect moment, the right opportunity, the sign from the universe. But what if I told you the only sign you need is this very moment, right here, right now? Everything you are, everything you will be, starts with a single powerful force. Your mind. The thoughts you allow to take root will either build your future or bury your potential. Most people believe life happens to them, but the truth is life happens through them. It's a reflection of what they believe, what they expect, and what they allow themselves to see. Think about it. How often do you tell yourself, I'm not good enough, I'll never succeed, or this is just the way things are? Every time you repeat those words, you're reinforcing a reality that doesn't have to exist. The world isn't stopping you, you are. Not because you aren't capable, but because your mind has convinced you that you aren't. And here's the hard truth. If you don't take control of your thoughts, someone else will. Society, fear, doubt, comparison, they will all dictate the way you see yourself if you let them. But imagine for a moment that you rewired the way you think. What if, instead of seeing obstacles, you saw opportunities? Instead of focusing on what could go wrong, you focused on what could go right. Instead of doubting yourself, you believed in your ability to figure things out. That one shift, changing your thoughts, has the power to change your life. Every great leader, every successful person, every visionary you admire started in the same place, their mind. They chose to think differently. They saw possibilities where others saw limitations. They believed in something greater before it even existed. And that belief, that unwavering certainty, it became their reality. Your mind is the foundation of everything. If you feed it doubt, it will shrink your potential. If you feed it belief, it will expand beyond what you ever thought possible. And the best part, you get to choose, no one else. So from this moment on, pay attention to your thoughts. When fear whispers, speak back with courage. When negativity creeps in, replace it with gratitude. When self-doubt rises, drown it with belief, because the way you think shapes the way you live. And when you master your mind, you master your destiny. Everyone waits for the perfect moment, the surge of motivation, the feeling of readiness. But what if that moment never comes? How many dreams have been left behind because someone was waiting to feel like it? The harsh reality is this: motivation is unreliable. It's a spark, not a fire. It comes and goes, rising like a wave, only to crash when you need it the most. And if you depend on it, you will always be a prisoner to your emotions, stuck in a cycle of starts and stops, never moving forward long enough to see real change. But there is something more powerful than motivation: action. Action, no matter how small, is the force that separates those who dream from those who achieve. The people you admire, the ones who have built something extraordinary, didn't wake up every day feeling unstoppable. They woke up, faced the same doubts, the same fears, the same exhaustion as everyone else, but they showed up anyway. They put in the work, not because they felt like it, but because they decided to. And that's the secret. You don't wait to feel motivated. You train yourself to take action regardless of how you feel. Discipline is doing what needs to be done, even when your mind is full of excuses. It's showing up when it's hard, when it's inconvenient, when no one is watching. It's the quiet, unglamorous work behind every success story. And the moment you commit to it, everything changes. The truth is, life does not reward those who wait for motivation. It rewards those who take consistent, relentless action. The days you don't want to show up are the days that define your future. The effort you put in when no one is clapping is the foundation of everything you will become, because every small step compounds, every little effort adds up, and before you know it, you are standing in the life you once only dreamed about. So stop waiting. Stop telling yourself that tomorrow is the day. Stop hoping that motivation will save you. Decide, move, act, and watch your life transform before your eyes. Look around you. The people in your life, the ones you talk to, the ones you spend time with, are shaping your future in ways you don't even realize. Energy is contagious. Mindsets are infectious. And whether you know it or not, you are becoming a reflection of the people you surround yourself with. If you're always around negativity, doubt, and small-minded thinking, don't be surprised when your own dreams start to shrink. If the voices you hear are constantly telling you to settle, to play it safe, to stop reaching for more, how long before you start believing them? But here's the truth. Your life is too valuable to be influenced by the wrong people. Your potential is too great to be weighed down by those who don't see it. The people in your circle should challenge you, inspire you, push you beyond your limits, not hold you back. They should make you think bigger, dream bolder, and remind you of who you are when you forget. The greatest mistake you can make is keeping people in your life simply because of time, because of history, because it's comfortable. Growth is uncomfortable. Elevation requires separation. And if the people around you are not pushing you forward, they are pulling you backward. It takes courage to walk away from those who don't align with your vision. It takes strength to distance yourself from relationships that drain your energy rather than fuel your fire. The moment you do, you create space for the right people, people who elevate your thinking, people who make you believe in possibilities, people who remind you of your greatness even on the days you can't see it yourself. So ask yourself, who are you listening to? Who is influencing your mindset? Who is shaping your future? Because whether you realize it or not, you are becoming them. Choose wisely, because the right people won't just change your life, they'll help you change the world. Failure. The word itself feels heavy, like something to be ashamed of, something to avoid at all costs. Society has taught us that failing means we aren't good enough, that it's a sign to stop, that it defines who we are. But what if everything we've been told about failure is wrong? What if failure isn't the end, but the beginning? What if it's not a dead end, but the doorway to something greater? Every person who has ever accomplished anything extraordinary has failed repeatedly. They have fallen, been rejected, faced setbacks that would have made most people quit. But the difference between them and everyone else is simple. They didn't see it as a sign to stop. They saw it as a lesson, as a redirection, as proof that they were trying, learning, growing. Failure wasn't the enemy, it was the process. But too often we let the fear of failure hold us hostage. We hesitate, we overthink, we play it safe because the idea of failing feels unbearable. But what's worse, failing or never trying? Falling or spending your whole life wondering what could have been? The regret of inaction will always be greater than the sting of failure, because failure, no matter how painful, is temporary. Regret is forever. If you shift your perspective on failure, everything changes. Instead of running from it, embrace it. Instead of fearing it, learn from it. Instead of seeing it as a step backward, recognize it as a necessary part of success. Because every time you fail, you are one step closer to your breakthrough. Every setback is preparing you for a stronger comeback. Every fall is teaching you something you wouldn't have learned otherwise. So stop fearing failure. Stop letting it paralyze you. Fail fast, fail forward, fail as many times as it takes, but never ever stop. Because failure is not the opposite of success. It is the path to it. And the only true failure is giving up. Time, the most valuable thing you have, yet the one thing you can never get back. Every second that passes is gone forever. Every day you let slip away is a day you will never see again. Yet too many people live as if time is unlimited, as if they can afford to waste it on distractions, on excuses, on things that don't matter. They wait for the right moment, for someday, for when they're ready. But the harsh truth is this: someday is a lie. There is only now. Think about how many hours, days, even years have been lost to hesitation, to procrastination, to fear. How many dreams have been delayed, not because they were impossible, but because someone kept saying, "I'll do it later." But later never comes. Time does not wait. And every moment you spend waiting is a moment you are stealing from your own future. You must start treating time like the gift it is. Every morning you wake up, you are given another chance. Another 24 hours to move forward, to create, to grow, to become the person you were meant to be. But if you don't use it wisely, it will disappear. Because here's the truth. People don't run out of dreams. They run out of time. Time. The most valuable thing you have, yet the one thing you can never get back. Every second that passes is gone forever. Every day you let slip away is a day you will never see again. Yet too many people live as if time is unlimited, as if they can afford to waste it on distractions, on excuses, on things that don't matter. They wait for the right moment, for someday, for when they're ready. But the harsh truth is this: someday is a lie. There is no perfect time. There is only now. Think about how many hours, days, even years have been lost to hesitation, to procrastination, to fear. How many dreams have been delayed, not because they were impossible, but because someone kept saying, "I'll do it later." But later never comes. Time does not wait. And every moment you spend waiting is a moment you are stealing from your own future. You must start treating time like the gift it is. Every morning you wake up, you are given another chance, another 24 hours to move forward, to create, to grow, to become the person you were meant to be. But if you don't use it wisely, it will disappear. Because here's the truth. People don't run out of dreams, they run out of time. So stop wasting time on things that do not serve your purpose. Stop giving your energy to things that drain you. Stop spending your days doing what is easy instead of what is necessary. Prioritize your goals, set boundaries, protect your focus, because the life you want isn't built in one grand moment. It's built in the small, intentional choices you make every single day. One day you will look back at your life, and the only question that will matter is, did I use my time well? Did I live fully, love deeply, and chase my dreams with everything I had? Or did I let time slip through my fingers, wasted on things that didn't matter? You don't get to control how much time you have, but you do get to control how you use it. And if you want to change your life, start by changing how you spend your time. Because the clock is always ticking, and the only moment you truly have is now. Most people live their lives waiting for the right moment, waiting for the stars to align before they take action. They tell themselves, one day I'll follow my passion. One day I'll take that risk. One day I'll start living the life I truly want. But one day is a dangerous illusion. It's a lie we tell ourselves to feel better about inaction. The truth, the only time that truly exists is now. Life does not wait. Opportunities don't knock forever. Every moment you delay, every excuse you make, every hesitation you allow is time you will never get back. And before you know it, the dreams you once had become memories of what could have been. The saddest words in any language are "what if." What if I had tried? What if I had believed in myself? What if I had taken that leap? But by the time you ask those questions, it's already too late. If you want to change your life, you must stop waiting for the perfect conditions. There will always be obstacles, always be challenges, always be reasons to delay. But the people who achieve greatness are the ones who act despite the uncertainty. They don't wait until they feel ready. They move forward even when they're scared. They walk through it. They don't wait for a sign. They create their own. Every single day you are making a choice to step forward or to stay the same, a choice to take action or to make excuses, a choice to own your life or to let it slip away. And the truth is, nothing changes until you do. So what are you waiting for? The time is now, not tomorrow, not next week, not someday, right now. Because the life you want isn't waiting for you to be ready, it's waiting for you to begin. There is a moment in everyone's life when they realize that no one is going to hand them the life they dream of. No one is going to fight their battles for them. And in that moment, you have two choices: to continue waiting, hoping, and blaming, or to take full control and decide, this is my life and I am responsible for what happens next. The most powerful realization you will ever have is that you hold the pen to your own story. Your past does not define you. Your circumstances do not limit you. Your failures do not dictate your future unless you let them. The only thing that truly determines where you go from here is the choice you make right now. Will you continue living by default, letting life push you around? Or will you stand up, take action, and become the person you were meant to be? The people who succeed, the ones who transform their lives, are not the ones who had perfect conditions. They are the ones who made a decision to stop making excuses, a decision to stop living in fear, a decision to stop waiting for someone to give them permission to go after what they want. They didn't wait to feel ready. They moved forward even when no one believed in them, even when they doubted themselves. And that same power exists inside you, the power to rewrite your story, to rise above your past, to break free from limitations, but it will only happen when you decide that you are done playing small, that you are done settling, that you are done allowing fear to dictate your future. No one else can make that choice for you. No one else can do the work for you. No one else can want it for you more than you want it for yourself. This is your moment right here, right now. The question is, what are you going to do with it? Because the power to change your life has always been in your hands, and today is the day you take it back. Life does not wait. It moves forward with or without you. Every second that passes is another moment that will never return. And the truth is, most people spend their lives asleep. Not physically, but mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. They move through their days on autopilot, waiting for the right time, the perfect moment, the guarantee of success. But none of that exists. The only thing that exists is now. The difference between those who achieve their dreams and those who don't isn't luck. It isn't talent. It isn't some secret formula that only a few people know. The difference is a decision to stop waiting, a decision to stop letting fear, doubt, and circumstances dictate their future. Because at the end of the day, your life is nothing more than the sum of your choices. The small ones. The big ones, the ones that seem insignificant but determine everything. You will never feel ready. You will never have all the answers. You will never know exactly how things will turn out. But that's what makes life extraordinary. It's not meant to be predictable. It's meant to be lived fully and completely with courage and conviction. The people who change their lives, the ones who build something remarkable, aren't the ones who have everything figured out. They're the ones who step forward. And they are the ones who take action, not because they have no fear, but because they refuse to let fear control them. So this is your wake-up call, not just to dream, but to act. Not just to want more, but to demand more from yourself. Not just to hope things get better, but to make them better. Because the truth is, no one is coming to push you. No one is going to hand you the life you want. It is up to you. Your mindset, your discipline, your willingness to fight for the future you deserve. There will be challenges, there will be setbacks, there will be moments when you want to quit. But those moments do not define you, your response to them does. And if you keep pushing forward, if you refuse to let excuses win, if you choose to show up every single day with commitment and fire, you will not just change your life, you will become unstoppable. This is your time, your moment, your chance to take control and build the life you were meant to live. So stop waiting, stop hesitating, stop letting time slip away, because everything you want is on the other side of action. And the only thing standing between you and the life you dream of is you.